Chicago PD 2014. Cast, Then and Now. 2026. Amazing Transformations. A volatile 12-year journey has turned the Chicago PD cast of 2014 into entirely different people by 2026, marked by shocking twists of fate. Beyond the badge, there are tragedies, loud romances, and the sorrowful exits of the intelligence unit's core members. Who is still riding the wave of success, and who has fallen apart behind the scenes? 1. Jason Bega as Hank Voight. It is impossible to imagine the intelligence unit without its gravelly-voiced commander. In 2014, 53-year-old Jason Bega set the show's dark tone as the unyielding Hank Voight, a character defined by his steely gaze and commanding presence. Fast forward to 2026, the now 65-year-old actor remains the show's anchor, mastering a performance that blends intensity and empathy. However, his life off-camera has been just as volatile as his on-screen persona. Beyond his active involvement in community reform, Jason has faced media storms regarding his past affiliation with Scientology and a divorce in 2020. The file also notes whispers of passionate romances and a brief controversy over his candid remarks, adding a layer of unpredictable intrigue to the man behind the badge. 2. Sophia Bush as Erin Lindsay. The sudden departure of Detective Erin Lindsay remains the franchise's most debated topic. Sophia Bush was 31 when she brought a sharp-witted energy to the role of a reformed delinquent-turned-detective. By 2026, at the age of 43, she has transformed into a cultural force far bigger than the role she left behind. While the reference highlights that her exit was surrounded by on-set controversies and much public discussion about a toxic workplace, Sophia channeled that energy into becoming a vocal activist and a chart-topping podcaster with work in progress. Her love life continues to capture headlines, from a high-profile divorce to her current buzzing romance with soccer star Ashlyn Harris, proving that while Lindsay is gone, Sophia's ability to fascinate the public endures. 3. Stella Maeve as Nadia Dakotas. Few character arcs have been as heartbreaking as that of Nadia Dakotas. Stella Maeve was only 24 in 2014 when she delivered a raw, vulnerable performance as the troubled informant whose brutal murder shocked fans. Now, 35 in 2026, Stella has completely shed that tragic image to build a thriving career. She found massive success leading the fantasy hit The Magicians, a testament to her versatility and magnetic screen presence noted in the files. Off-screen, her life is filled with the joy that Nadia never had. She is a devoted mother to her daughter, Jo Jezebel, born in 2020. Stella's journey from a darker underbelly victim to a resilient Hollywood mother is the ultimate comeback story. 4. Jesse Lee Soffer as Jay Halstead. If there was ever a poster boy for the tortured hero, it was Detective Jay Halstead. In 2014, at the age of 30, Jesse Lee Soffer brought a refreshing, youthful energy to the role, balancing the discipline of an Army Ranger with a vulnerability that instantly resonated with fans. Now, 43 in 2026, Jesse has evolved far beyond just being the team's moral compass. While the source notes his character's journey was marked by compelling romantic entanglements, most notably the Upstead saga, Jesse made headlines by leaving the show in Season 10 to step into the director's chair, proving his talents extend well behind the camera. Despite his understated approach to fame, his dating history, including a past romance with co-star Sophia Bush, keeps the public intrigued, even as he maintains a low profile today. 5. Markie Post as Barbara Bunny Fletcher. Here is where our Then and Now takes a bittersweet turn. Markie Post was 64 in 2014 when she stepped into the role of Bunny, Erin Lindsay's troubled mother. Her performance was a masterclass in regret and vulnerability, adding crucial emotional depth to the series. The heartbreaking reality is that we lost this television icon to cancer in 2021. However, the sentiment in your document rings true. Her candid, warm presence and distinguished career remain celebrated. Marky's transformation isn't about aging, but about a legacy that has become immortal, ensuring Bunny Fletcher remains one of the most evocative and enduring characters in the show's history. 6. John Seta as Antonio Dawson. Amidst the chaos of the 21st District, Detective Antonio Dawson was the rock we all leaned on. Portrayed by John Seta, who was 43 in 2014, Antonio was the empathetic yet duty-bound officer whose boxing background often mirrored the actor's real-life Golden Gloves experience. Fast forward to 2026, and the 55-year-old star remains a symbol of reliability. Unlike the turbulent lives of his co-stars, Seta has maintained a relatively scandal-free profile, letting his work do the talking. Although he left the show to pursue other projects like La Brea, his measured presence is still missed. 7. Brian Geregty as Sean Roman. Brian Geregty has always been a free spirit, much like the audacious officer Sean Roman he played. In 2014, at 33, he brought a headstrong energy to the district, but left after just 2 seasons because, unlike his peers, he refused to be tied down by a standard long-term TV contract. Now 44 in 2026, Brian has successfully avoided typecasting, landing major roles in Big Sky and the Yellowstone prequel 1923. While his character Roman had a polarizing romance with Burgess, Brian keeps his own love life aggressively private, with his last public relationship being with Kristen Ritter years ago. He remains a bachelor of Hollywood, prioritizing diverse roles over stability, proving that his exit was a calculated career move, not a mistake. 8. Elias Koteas as Alvin Olinsky. The line between Elias Koteas and his character, Detective Alvin Olinsky, is hauntingly thin. In 2014, the 52-year-old actor gave us the unit's seasoned, rugged veteran, whose tragic death in prison remains the series' most painful loss. By 2026, at 64, Elias continues to command respect with roles in Goliath, yet he remains an enigma. True to Olinsky's solitary nature, Elias has no public history of marriage or children, living a life completely off the grid and free of scandal. His transformation isn't physical, but atmospheric. He has become a living legend whose silence speaks louder than words, leaving fans to forever miss the quiet intensity he brought to the intelligence unit. 9. Archie Cow as Sheldon Ginn. Archie Cow's life, post-Chicago PD, has been far more dramatic than his character's short stint. He was 43 when he played tech analyst Sheldon Ginn in 2014, but his real-life headlines exploded shortly after. Now, 55 in 2026, Archie is a major star in China, but he is best known for his high-profile marriage to Chinese superstar Zhou Xun and their scandalous divorce in 2020. The split was confirmed after a leaked photo of Archie kissing another woman surfaced, sparking a media firestorm across Asia. While Ginn was the unit's quiet, nostalgic touchstone, Archie's reality has been a whirlwind of international fame and tabloid romance, marking a total transformation from the tech geek we once knew. 10. Marina Squirciati as Kim Burgess. Marina Squirciati is the queen of keeping secrets. In 2014, she was 30, playing the eager officer Kim Burgess. By 2026, at 42, she has navigated startling real-life dramas that rival any script. Professionally, she remains the show's vital presence, but personally, she dropped a bombshell revelation that she is the secret child of late Wall Street mogul John R. Jacobson, a saga that played out in a high-stakes inheritance battle. On the family front, Marina, who has been happily married to attorney Eli K. Oliphant, shocked fans again by secretly welcoming her second child in late 2024, proving she is a master at balancing a chaotic TV career with a fiercely protected private life. 11. Patrick John Pfluger as Adam Ruzek. On screen, Adam Ruzek is the impulsive officer whose heart often rules his head, especially in his chaotic, decade-long Burzek romance. In 2014, Patrick John Pfluger was 30, capturing fans with his raw intensity. Now 42 in 2026, he remains a cornerstone of the show, though he recently gave fans a heart attack by taking a brief leave of absence in late 2025. Unlike Ruzek's messy love life, Patrick's reality is a picture of stability. He has been in a long-term, loving relationship with model actress Reem Amara since 2019, who even made a cameo on the show. While fans still pray for a Ruzek-Burgess wedding, Patrick is busy enjoying a drama-free life, proving that sometimes the wildest characters are played by the most grounded men. 12. Tracy Spiridakos as Haley Upton. Tracy Spiridakos arrived as a replacement but left as a legend. She was 25 in 2014, joining later in Season 4, bringing a hardened edge to Detective Haley Upton. By 2026, at 37, she has officially exited the series, leaving a massive void in the intelligence unit. But the real headline isn't her departure, it's her personal life. Rumors have reached a fever pitch that she is dating her former on-screen husband, Jesse Lee Soffer, in real life. From cozy wine and cigar nights to romantic European getaways captured by paparazzi, it seems the Upstead chemistry was too potent to stay scripted. Tracy is now navigating life post-PD with the kind of high-profile romance that keeps the tabloids obsessed. 13. Samuel Hunt as Greg Gerwitz, Mouse. Some characters leave early but are never forgotten. Samuel Hunt, who played the tech wizard Mouse, was 26 in 2014 when he charmed us as Halstead's loyal friend turned ranger. Now, 39 in 2026, Samuel has built a diverse career far beyond the precinct's computer screens. After leaving Chicago PD to avoid being typecast, he delivered a powerful performance in Unbroken, Path to Redemption, and landed recurring roles on Empire. Unlike the tragic, PTSD-ridden path of his character, Samuel leads a quiet, art-focused life, and has notably performed in immersive theater productions like Doctor Who, Time Fracture. He remains the one that got away for many fans who still hope for a Mouse cameo. 14. Liseth Chavez as Vanessa Rojas. Liseth Chavez represents the show's biggest unsolved mystery. She was 24 in 2014, joining in Season 7 as the street-smart Vanessa Rojas, only to vanish without explanation due to the pandemic shakeup. However, 2026 finds the 37-year-old actress winning big. She didn't just bounce back, she soared, becoming a fan favorite as Spooner on Legends of Tomorrow, and currently starring as Officer Selena Juarez on the hit show The Rookie. While Rojas never got her happy ending, Liseth did. She secretly tied the knot in 2022, keeping her husband's identity fiercely private. Her success proves that being written out of one show was actually the best thing that ever happened to her career. 15. Benjamin Levy Aguilar as Dante Torres. Representing the future of the intelligence unit is Benjamin Levy Aguilar. While the records note he would have been 22 in 2014, he burst onto the scene later as the young, evolving officer Dante Torres, adding a youthful contrast to the veteran squad. Now 33 in 2026, the Guatemalan-born actor has transformed that fresh Academy graduate energy into a seasoned, gritty performance. Off-screen, Benjamin avoids the messy tabloid dramas typical of young stars. He is happily in a stable relationship with actress Olivia Macklin. 16. Amy Morton as Trudy Platt. If Voight is the fist of the district, Sergeant Trudy Platt is undoubtedly its spine. Amy Morton was 62 in 2014 when she began balancing dry wit with maternal protectiveness at the front desk. By 2026, at the age of 74, she remains the unshakable matriarch who keeps the unit from falling apart. Unlike the chaotic romances scripted for her officers, Amy's real life is grounded in her quiet, decades-long marriage to sound designer Rob Milburn. 17. LaRoyce Hawkins as Kevin Atwater. Closing out our list is the soulful heartbeat of the 21st District. LaRoyce Hawkins, who portrays the caring everyman Kevin Atwater, was listed as 41 in 2014, bringing a heartfelt performance that resonated deeply. Now 52 in 2026, his character's authentic, unflashy charm remains a cornerstone of the series. While Atwater often carries the heavy weight of his family's well-being alone, LaRoyce finds joy off-camera as a devoted father to his real-life son, Roman John. Blending his acting with a talent for stand-up comedy and spoken word, he remains the steady force that keeps the unit human amidst the darkness. Between the dazzling glory and the painful losses of the last 12 years, whose story haunts you the most? Share your thoughts below and subscribe so you don't miss the next shocking transformation.